Hi.
Hello. What you got there?
Pizza.
Stop it. Hi, guys. Well, it has been, what, I think 2, 3, 4, how many weeks? Oh, no, stop. Stop.
Oh, no.
Stop. It's been 2 or 3 weeks since we've been live, but that's because we've been extremely busy between all the holiday traveling and setting up the new recording studio. So we will be moving downstairs. I actually thought we were going to do this Q&A downstairs today, but then I realized I'd have to move the lights, the mic, the webcam. There's a ton, and my good chair is downstairs now, which stinks because that's been moved, but nothing else has. But we're going to be we're currently working on a recording studio for our videos. That way they're of the utmost quality, and hopefully we'll have that done in the next few weeks. We're working on it right now. So hi guys, we've missed you. Hello, Sarah, Shannon, my note cards. What is your name, my note cards, who is currently painting? Nancy, Ruth. Hello, Ruth. Shannon, Rachel. Hello, everybody. So we're going to hang out for 10 minutes as always. Hope everybody had an awesome holiday. Right now, we're in the middle of like this ridiculously cold weather that has had our daughter's school closed because it's so cold. So we're getting like an extended vacation. I actually slept in today because
on accident.
Yeah.
Slept till like 11 o'clock.
I did. I slept until like 11 today because I knew that she didn't have school and my alarm went off and I turned it off thinking, I'll get up. It's okay. I'll be up in just a second. And then I was out. I don't even know how that happened. But everyone's wishing us a happy new year. Hope you guys have had an awesome new year so far too.
I have, for sure.
Of course you have. He got a VR headset and let me tell you, that thing is trippy, scary, terrifying. It's like weird. I don't know. But same with the cold weather and school closings. It's 17 out today. What is it?
They're beating us by about 10 degrees.
Yeah, what's the temperature today? It is 11 here right now, but it was -5.
Something like that.
Last night.
This morning. I still went to school when it was this cold. I don't know what their problem is.
They're in kindergarten.
All the schools closed.
That's true. Like all of the schools closed. Patty just got in from shoveling snow. Brr. No fun. That's what he does. He shovels the snow. I build snowmen with it. Well, I guess our snowman wasn't. We couldn't roll the snow. It wouldn't roll to make a snowman. So we made a snow mound. Like a snow mound with a little hat and eyes, and it just looked ridiculous. We have a -20 wind chill right now. No,
that's pretty cold.
Yeah, that's
-10 to -20 was when my school closed.
Right. And I feel like last year, because we got here around this time last year, we got to Ohio after being in California for 6 years, and it didn't feel as cold as what we remembered, but this year is really cold. So
75 and sunny. Yeah, congratulations. Because I totally wouldn't prefer that right now.
No, we love not being able to pull out of our driveway and our tires just spinning over and over again.
Light turns green at a stoplight and only one car gets to go because it's up a hill.
It's 30 here in Florida. We saw that. I saw how cold.
Chilly.
I saw, well, they had snow on palm trees in Florida. One of my friends posted a picture.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that happened. That's a lie.
It's a lie. Yeah. We'll just deny that it happened.
It's the Illuminati.
It didn't happen. Arizona never closes schools when it's too hot. We actually have had school closings in Ohio for it being too hot. Yeah. And it only reached like...
Not my school. My school had good air conditioning.
It only reached like 109. And in California, it got to 116. So I don't even know. I landed in a ditch yesterday morning on my way to work.
Congratulations. We had a lady do that in our front yard.
Yeah, we just had a woman do that in our front yard. Everyone's just sliding everywhere. I hope you're okay, Mary. But anyway, guys, so... We only get one time.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
So pretty much right now, what we're going to be covering for this Q&A is we want to help you guys optimize your new year, get you guys off to a good start. and basically kind of share the things that we're doing to get ready for the new year for Art by Star L'Amour. And we're going to go over some of that, but I really want to make this like a Q&A session because our last few sessions have been us talking and answering questions at the end. So we want to make sure that we have plenty of time to answer questions today rather than us talking the whole time. But we'll be starting that in about 5 minutes. Other than that, my dear, remember our last Q&A? I put a bet about, I told everyone that I was willing to bet on if your grandma would get you socks for Christmas.
Yeah.
Did your grandma get you socks for Christmas?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She always does.
She bought how many pairs of socks did she buy?
Oh, it was well over 20 packs.
20 packs.
Well over 20 packs.
20 packs.
I think it was 27 if I'm not mistaken.
That's what she gave everyone for Christmas. She bought 27.
That wasn't just it. That's just like
oh no.
Your intro present when you get there.
Oh, yeah, socks for everybody. She's like how Oprah is with you get a book and you get a book and you get a book, except it's socks. You get some socks and socks. Everybody got socks. So, all right, guys. Well, you know what? I don't have a whole, we usually have like 10 minutes worth of introduction to say. We've only got 61 viewers now. So
it's a slow time of the year.
Yeah, it really, you know what? I am loving the break though. We've only had, I think, 5 orders this week.
Oh yeah. And I enjoy it.
I mean, as much as I love making sales. Like if you're thinking about shopping and, you know, you're totally welcome to buy. However, I love the break in between Christmas and, you know, in January until you get to like Valentine's Day.
Which is crazy for us.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is very crazy for us. But this little break in between, a lot of people are upset that they're not making sales. Enjoy it. Use it to learn. Read some books.
It's totally normal. People are out of money.
Yeah.
Everybody spent all their money on Christmas presents, and then whatever paycheck they got in between Christmas and New Year's, they spent on beer and parties for their family members. So everybody's broke.
They're trying to save up for Valentine's Day. So enjoy the quiet. Use this time to grow. Grab some psychology books, watch some YouTube videos, do a training, do a course, just do something to keep you going forward. Just don't get lazy during January, because that was my problem. The first few years of business, January would hit. I was so exhausted from the holiday. I just didn't do anything. Like I worked on my next product line, but I didn't do anything else. And it really set me back. So use this as a chance. Anytime that there's quiet or a stall in sales, use that opportunity to grow, do some research, and ultimately use the time wisely, because before you know it, things are going to get crazy again, because they always do. It always happens.
Yeah, if you do a Valentine's release, those are usually at least for us. I can't say for everybody, but
it depends on the niche, because jewelry's big for Valentine's
February and
Day.
November tend to be our biggest months.
Yeah, those are our 2 biggest. So I get a little break, and then we got to get right back into it.
Summer's usually not too bad.
Angela has more sales than me this week. She has had 8 sales this week so far. That's awesome. I hope that you're not wanting the quiet like I am. Every time I get a sale, I'm like, yay. Aww.
I know. We've been sleeping till like 10 o'clock every day for the past 3 weeks.
Because the kid's been on break.
It's been nice. The kid will sleep longer than us somehow.
Yes, I know. She didn't even wake up early on Christmas morning. Like, we had to go get her, and she walked out. She looked around and she went, there's way too many presents. I'm like, sorry. Oh, man.
Your ads for the Wizard collection.
Yeah, the Wizardry collection is coming up. That's going to be it's going to be Harry Potter inspired, but I want it to be, you know, I'm going to be releasing like owl keys and things like that. And anybody could wear an owl key. I don't want to make it just Harry Potter, but a lot of the symbolism is going to be Harry Potter and magic themed. So weird. Jewelry is my product, and I'm super slow in January and February. I don't do Valentine's Day release or themed jewelry, though. I don't do Valentine's Day themed jewelry, but it all depends on how you position your marketing. So if you sell jewelry, appeal to the people who are buying gifts for Valentine's Day. During January, January, February for Valentine's Day, I structure my marketing around guys. I keep men in mind, and I talk about how it's a gift that they can buy, because those are the people who are going to be buying jewelry for Valentine's Day. It's going to be
marketing, selling gifts to men for women.
Right, exactly. So that's something that you could direct your marketing towards, because it's not the women buying things for Valentine's Day.
Not that women can't buy jewelry or anything like that, but I mean, it's
Most of
stereotypical. Stereotypical thing for men is to buy jewelry or flowers or
Right.
something like that. So,
and I mean, you could if you sell men's jewelry, you could do the same as, you know, a woman trying to kind of sell the men's jewelry. Maybe put something about how like women have a lot of trouble finding gifts for men for Valentine's Day. It's kind of weird because men don't do the chocolate and roses and stuffed animals. So you could structure things around that too.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with theming your stuff for Valentine's Day. Like, don't theme it as Valentine's Day, but theme it for it. Like if you make pillows, make a pillow with an embroidered heart on it. Or if you make soaps, you can make a heart-shaped soap. I mean, you can do literally anything you want, but it doesn't have to be holiday themed. Like she said, it's all in the marketing.
Yeah, I'm doing Harry Potter for like Valentine's Day. I'm not doing Valentine's Day keys. I'm doing Harry Potter.
But there's a niche for that. Harry Potter is a huge fan base.
If women are my normal target market, how can I shift that to target men this time of year? It's all in your marketing. Make marketing ads that talk about where in the photo you're actually putting text like the perfect gift for her. Or gifts that will make her melt, or, you know, there's, as long as you're talking about for her, the man is going to read it and think, oh, that is a gift that my wife would like. So, and if you're talking about if women are the ones who are primarily viewing your products, then when you're actually doing Facebook ads, you can choose to target only men in your ad. So you just go in when you create the ad and it'll let you click if you want to target men, women, or both. Target men if you're creating a post that you want to mainly reach men. That's what I do, and it seems to work.
Sandy, hi guys. Happy New Year. Question: how do I make my prints for a download sale? How do I make the files? Is this a deep question? So what I'm assuming you're saying is that you like draw them or paint them yourself. All you really need to do is get a scanner and use some sort of photo editing software to put it in the correct dimensions, and then you have the file.
What kind of file? I actually don't know. You guys should type in the comments. What type of file can you attach to a digital Etsy?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure it's a JPEG. I mean, most people do JPEGs.
I know that we have a lot of people who sell through prints and digital downloads. So somebody type in the comments what type of format or what type of file type. PDF. There you go. So you can actually just Google you know, transfer whatever the current file.
Your photo editing software should have a save as PDF function.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then just use a converter to change it into a PDF.
Yeah, you can type in PDF converter on Google and find a ton of them. I do it all the time. In fact, your guys' freebie guide, Fanatical Fans freebie guide that you got when you signed up for the alphas, that was made in iPicky and transferred to a PDF. So,
and if not, I'm sure if you Google it, there's probably some stuff in the Etsy forums about how people do that. Let's see here. Does Etsy on sale, or does having Etsy on sale app open all the time pose any security risks, Shannon?
Having Etsy on sale app open all the time? You mean? What do you mean by open?
Do you mean like always having a sale, or do you mean just like having the app open on your phone?
Well, the Etsy on sale, that's what you access from your desktop to put your whole shop on sale. But after your sale is done, you can keep your profile. I mean, it's not going to do anything to your shop. My Etsy on sale account, I can see all of my previous sales, and I only access that for Black Friday every year, and I can go in and see what I did Black Friday. So it should log you out automatically. It's a secure website. Any site that you see in the top left of your address bar, if it says HTTPS, it means that it is a secure website, and you should be totally fine. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah,
it's a trustable site.
About that. Just keep your computer clean. Make sure you don't have any viruses or malware, and you should be fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry. No, there's no more risk to that than with any other website that you enter your password.
If you're making millions of dollars, it might be different, but I wouldn't worry too much about it.
No. All right.
Doesn't look like we have any more questions yet.
I'm doing a Valentine's Day collection. That's cute. That's different. I'm planning on making some V-Day decor for those that want to surprise their significant other. That's fun too. Get that stuff out like right away. The Valentine's Day stuff, I'm actually going to be releasing way later than I should, but I'll be able to get the products to them by Valentine's Day. The only reason that I'm doing it so late, for one, is because it's going to take longer than normal for our supplies to get here. And then I have to make the whole collection. Still, I haven't done that yet. But with my products, you guys know how my fans are. The second I post them, they'll sell immediately, and I'll end up selling out of the collection. So launching late for me is not that big a deal. But for those of you who take, time to sell those new products, you need to have time to market them properly. And if you don't give yourself weeks and weeks and weeks to do that,
I'd say no later than the middle of this month. Honestly, if you're planning a release for February for Valentine's Day, I'd say middle of this month.
Yeah, because Valentine's Day is 2 weeks into February.
Yeah,
so
like you should be starting to ship products towards like the 20th, 25th, between the 20th and 25th. That's when you would expect to be shipping them.
Right. Well, you could probably, as long as you're shipping to the U.S., you should be able to ship at the beginning of.
Oh yeah,
February.
For sure. I'm just saying for like international safety sake.
Oh yeah, international is a different story, but within the U.S., it's not that big a deal.
Having internet and apps open all the time is what fishers look for, because it makes it easier for them to get into your system. But they have to be into your system first. That's the main issue. Like, it doesn't matter what app you open or how long you have it open. If you have phishing software on your computer, the second you open it, it's going to know what you used to log in.
Right, whether you're there or not.
Yeah, so that's really irrelevant. As long as you're not getting any viruses while it's open, you should be fine. But you have to be actively doing something to get a virus.
Think of this metaphor, or this story. Imagine that you are sitting inside your house and you have your door locked. No one's going to be able to steal your stuff unless they're already in your house, So as long as your door is locked, you're okay. Now, if they're already in your house hiding somewhere, then yeah, they can make off with your stuff.
Right.
But as long as your door is locked and there's nobody already there in your computer, then you're fine. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Nicole, I've always posted one-offs, making a piece and post it right away. How do you get over the fear that you'll hype up a collection and crickets? Well, Nicole, that happens the first few parts. Here's the thing. You get better at creating the hype. Posting products and not creating that excitement. In the beginning, that's what I did. When I started doing collections, and I'll admit my first collections didn't do that well. But what you do is you begin to build, or you begin to condition your followers to expect everything to be released in a collection. And if they've been waiting for it, and you've, not released a lot of photos, just some teasers, and you've got them so hyped up for this collection and they've waited for the date, the second you launch those products, if they've been waiting for them, they will buy them. And this allows you to actually price higher, because at that point, they're no longer waiting to see how much the product cost. What they're waiting for is the product to launch so they can get it. And most of the time, people don't care what it costs. They've been waiting for it for so long that it doesn't matter. Their main objective will be to buy it.
If you're ever in any of our streams when we're doing our pre-launches,
price doesn't matter.
Yeah, price doesn't matter. I mean, we had some pieces for the Christmas release. Yeah, your big
three $120 pieces,
and they all sold out in less than 2 or 3 minutes when we were doing our pre-sale. So, and I mean, don't be discouraged if you do have a product that flops, or if you have a launch that flops. I mean, that happens from time to time. You can be really, we with the Christmas launch, there were a couple of products when we announced them, people sounded hyped about it, but then we had like 15 or 16 of them and nobody bought them until well afterwards. So I mean, that happens from time to time.
My little Red Riding Hood sets, I have not sold a single one from the Christmas collection, but I had people fighting over other things that sold out entirely. So, don't let fear hold you back. Mm-hmm. Use fear as an opportunity to grow from it.
Happy New Year to you as well. You just decided for me to place a bulky fabric order for heart stuff. Thanks, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah, get them made quick. Quick. Make everything fast.
The links. I want to start doing wholesale with Etsy. Anything I should know before getting started, or tips? I'm aware it's 50% off the listing price and I can make that work. I mean, honestly, the pricing is all up to you.
It's courtesy, 50% off.
Try to find some examples in your market to see what other people are doing wholesale. You can go to sites like Alibaba or something like that. If it's, I don't know exactly what you make. But try to find what other wholesale sellers are doing and make sure you can keep up with what you think the demand is going to be, because the demand might be a lot higher than you expect. So when somebody wants to buy off of you wholesale, make sure that you know what they're going to be expecting from you.
And you need to also have written rules and agreements that those buyers are looking at. You know, you should have all of your wholesale policies on paper. And if you need help with that, what's that website that we just looked at last night with that policy? The policy website that
I can't remember the website. We'll announce that next week if we can remember what it was. But you can put like terms and conditions, but that's they're talking about doing it on Etsy. So
right, but you can still, as a wholesaler, you can have your conditions that you can send to them.
I would at the very least have an as-is clause. So if you say you make 1,000 of something and like 100 of them get messed up in shipping, you're not responsible for paying for the damages. Like the company still has to pay a percentage to get you to fix it.
Or if you're making them all by hand, and you know, sometimes handmade products don't look exactly identical.
So have some sort of an as-is clause in there to make sure that like you're buying it as is. You don't have to. It's just personal recommendation.
Make it under your terms, not theirs. Like as the sellers, you think that you should be kind of submitting to the buyers when they want to buy wholesale, but there's
always somebody else. There's always somebody else that will wholesale over them for a better price.
Right. So don't worry too much about that.
But if you're doing it on Etsy, you can't really negotiate.
Yeah, but you can still have policies in place for
sure
for wholesale.
Magically eclectic. That is hard. I'm not going to be able to say that more than once. Do you think that showing the materials and a few different parts of the products is a good teaser, or should I do something else?
That's fine. I usually, you know, sometimes I don't even, if you go to Art by Star Lamore on Facebook, my wizardry collection, the last 2 ads that I've posted for that don't even have products in them. There is nothing product related. There is an owl. But people are freaking out about it. So yeah, you could do teasers that just kind of have photos that represent the image of the brand. You could do supplies in the making, work in progress pieces. Just try not to show too much. You don't want to show them photos of fully completed pieces and release what your collection is going to look like, because then they're not going to be eager to check it out once it launches, because they already know what to expect. So keep those things secret, and just give little glimpses that get them excited.
Nancy, I switched over to Etsy Rank Pro and have an average A SEO score, but few sales. It's making my head spin. Watch your video tons, but missing something. Where can I get in-depth tag keyword training?
Nancy, here's the thing. SEO is great, but you can't just rely on Etsy alone, because if people aren't shopping on Etsy right now, which right now they're not, because it's right after the holidays, you're not going to have any success anyway, because none of us are. But the way that I find success on Etsy is by controlling my own traffic. So I don't blame Etsy when I'm not making sales. I say, what am I doing on social media wrong? What do I need to do more of to drive people to my shop?
Right.
I am the funnel that leads people to my shop. So when you're not making sales, the best thing to do is think about what you can be doing on social media or in your email list, and send people directly to your shop. So I would be looking more at your marketing. Now, one thing I will say with SEO is that you have to test it over periods of time, because even though a keyword, you could have researched it and it could look good on Etsy Rank and SEO Book, even if it looks good, if it's not performing, then people aren't searching it on Etsy. Because what Etsy Rank and SEO Book do is they gather data on Google and Bing. And if people are searching it on Google, they assume people are also searching it on Etsy. But
it's not always the case.
Sometimes it's not the case. So every few weeks, you got to give it time to see if you're seeing results. You know, if enough time has passed, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and you're not seeing results, change your keywords around. Try it again. It's trial and error.
And SEO isn't everything, too. You got to make sure the rest of your shop's on point, too. Your product pictures got to look good. Your descriptions need to be somewhat decent.
Yeah, you could be on page 1, but if your photos don't look good, then no one's going to click them anyway.
And I'm not saying your photos look bad. I don't think I've ever seen them, so I couldn't tell you. But in particular, SEO is only a third of the game in reality, and that's not even including so the social media aspect of it. Like, that's how you funnel people, but when they actually get to your page, they need to be enticed and want to buy that product.
Right.
Let's see here. Dina, I sell printable art, favors, party favors, gifts, and would like to start working with bloggers and influencers to offer giveaways, free downloads, etc. How do I find my mommy bloggers with large followings?
You know, one thing that I would recommend, some of the biggest bloggers, you can usually find them on Pinterest, and they appear kind of like they appear as a photo. You know, everything on Pinterest is just a photo, but you actually have to click those to find those blogs, because most of those photos, when you're searching for, you know, topics for moms that moms are going to be clicking on, articles and things, most of those lead to blogs. So some of the biggest bloggers you can find are actually on Pinterest, but a lot of those bloggers also have YouTube channels. You can find people on YouTube who, you know, also have blogs, but they use YouTube to funnel traffic to their blog. You might even be able to Google the biggest mommy blogs, or hop in a Facebook group that is completely revolved around, you know, moms. There are so many mom Facebook groups, and just post in there, hey guys, I'm looking for good blogs for moms. What are some of your favorite blogs? You don't even have to mention that you are, you know, a business. Just make it seem like you're in there looking for good blogs for yourself, and people might link you to some good ones. So that's one way that I would go about it.
Angelica, do you have the line 100% ready before starting your launch? I feel like I'm still tweaking and improving as I go, but I want to get on with the launch and launch this line.
Well, yeah, you need to be launching everything all together. You can start marketing it before you make it. I released photos for the Wizardry collection. The supplies are on the way. Like
they're not even here.
They're not even here yet, but I'm advertising the collection. That way I can generate that excitement over the next few weeks. So you can start advertising it, but do not launch a collection without the full collection. That's not a collection.
The only things we don't have ready for the collection are the things that need to be customized with custom colors.
Right.
Because obviously we have to put those on there. But I mean, sometimes stuff goes wrong, and if you release a collection and a bunch of stuff sells out, and then you go to make a certain product that you thought you could make ahead of time, and then maybe a material breaks, maybe you don't have enough of one supply, maybe you miscounted something. There's too many risk factors that go into that. So I would definitely make sure you have everything that doesn't need to be customized done, or you're 100% sure you can get whatever else you need done. But I would suggest getting it done first.
Yeah, absolutely. The point of the collection is so your followers can see everything that you've made all out in one beautiful bundle together, because they're going to want a piece of that bundle or a few pieces from that bundle. So collections need to be just that. Collections are together. If you have a collection of anything, whether, you know, maybe you collect vintage Coca-Cola bottles, you can't just have one and say, this is my collection. You got to have all of them.
All of Us Art Studio. I wonder if as an artist, if I keep showing my work in progress, it may work. I've been trying to keep it a surprise, but I wonder if showing in progress is similar to sneak peeks.
Yeah. You could do anything. You could like put your hands over it, like, ha-ha, you know, like you're covering it up. Or just show
a supply you're making of it with. It doesn't give it away.
Yeah, do a close-up of just the tip of the brush, just filling in a tiny little spot. And your art is very intricate. So just showing like a very close-up, itty-bitty little corner, or, you know, a splash of color, or the paint that you're currently using.
Yeah, like if you find some new crazy paint or some new supply that you're using that you haven't used before, be like, hey, check this out.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get a new charm that I'm super excited about, and I'll just post a picture of the charm, and I'll be like, guess what's going on next? Collections keys. And everyone just freaks out, so.
Kendall Neese, have you ever put your shop on vacation? If so, did it mess up your SEO?
Renee Christine actually just... Do you guys know if Renee Christine still has the vacation videos on her channel? Can somebody post that in the comments? Because she made a vacation series about that. Honestly, with vacation mode, I've never put my shop on vacation mode, but I do know how SEO works. I do know how Etsy's SEO pretty much works for the most part, everything that you can know about how it works. What I suggest is after you get out of vacation mode, renew all of your listings. Even if they're still active, renew them all and start back up business as usual. And it shouldn't affect your SEO that much, because nothing within your SEO has really changed. You just need to renew those listings. That way they boost back up to the rank where they had been, if that makes sense. So
let's see here. And Mary said she thinks she just has it for HTU.
Okay, yeah. I thought that she moved those into HTU. But honestly, what I just said, just renew the listings. And if that doesn't work, feel free to let me know, because I need to do a little bit more research on that myself. But just knowing how SEO works, And I know we have a few of our alphas here who have talked to me personally about SEO, who have kind of, I've done private sessions with. Those are not available. They were people who enrolled in Architect. But I've done a couple private sessions and taught them how the SEO works. Ashley Olson, she's here right now. I explained to her how it works. And once you know how it works, you begin to see where all the hokey kind of myths come, like, oh, you turn your shop on vacation mode. That it's not the fact that it's on vacation mode. It's the fact that there's no activity taking place in it. It's gone quiet. All you got to do is renew it. That way Etsy sees, okay, everything's new.
Right.
You know,
and don't do it for too long. I think if you do it for a long time, it could have an effect because you're not having sales for months and months and months.
Yeah.
Just, if you're going to do it for as long as you absolutely need to, and then bring it back. Jamie, I think I heard there's a special place for wholesaling on Etsy. Where is it, and where do you suggest to set your own percentage off? And then
Etsy,
no
do you mean Etsy Studio? It could be, Jamie, I think you might be talking about Etsy Studio, which when you're on Etsy, you can access it from the top left-hand corner. Your options will be to go to, I believe, your page or the Etsy Marketplace or Etsy Studio. And Etsy Studio, I believe, is where you'll do the wholesale. Because I've never done wholesale, so, but I believe that that's where you would want to do that. And for percent off, most people, common courtesy is 50%. That's what most people do for wholesale, but you need to have a minimum number that they can buy. So 50%, but you have to buy X number or more.
Right. Sandy, do you occasionally change SEOs or leave them as is? Only really when necessary.
Yeah, if you see that something's not working, change it. But if something is working and you're renewing your listings and you're on page 1 or 2, if you're in a saturated search term, then don't change them. In fact, my listings that are performing well, the ones that sell every day, there are things in those that I want to change. Like I would like to tweak, but I don't want to jinx it. So I leave them alone because they're already performing the way that I need them to. And if I mess it up, I don't want to jinx anything. So only change them if you need to. It never hurts to tweak and experiment if you're not where you want to be.
Gretchen, what's the best app for email lists?
MailChimp. MailChimp.com. And it's not an app. It's a free website. And until you get how many subscribers? A lot. I can't remember what they're. A lot. You probably won't reach the number of subscribers you have to have before it's not paid because it's very high. So
once it gets to a point where you have enough email subscribers that you have to pay for it, you'll be making enough money to pay for it.
Oh, Ruth says Etsy Wholesale is another site. Applications usually take 4 to 6 weeks. Google search Etsy Wholesalers to find the application.
Yeah,
thank you,
we
Ruth.
never used it, so thank you.
I should have asked Ruth because I know that she's doing some wholesale stuff right now.
How many pieces is considered a collection?
Susan, it sounds like you need to take Renee Christine's product line training. You can find that at, everybody get your pencils, freehandmadetraining.com. Should be released in 10 or more. I do more because most of mine sell out the first day. So I want, more than 3 items in a collection, checking on the kiddo. So watch the free handmade training videos and you'll get one of those videos every day after you join or after you sign up for that. And yes, they're completely free. So okay, let's see. I want to say thank you. Since watching your videos, I've really streamlined my business and seeing great results. My shop is called Dale of the Dead. Well, I'll have to check you out. Let's see. Everyone talking about vacation and HTU. Man, I must be up a little ways. All right. Giraffe in a bath. When does Etsy generally start picking up again for sales? That all depends on your market. It's not necessarily Etsy, I guess. People just tend to take a break right after the holidays, and that's everywhere. So January, mid-January, February is obviously when things begin picking up again. I'm just going to wear these like this for the rest of the video. You guys cool with that? We'll just leave these on like this. January, February is usually when things start picking up if you sell products that you can sell for Valentine's Day. You like my mustache? Does this make you uncomfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When does Etsy start generally picking up for sales? You already did that one.
Yeah.
That's what I get for going away. 2,000 subscribers for MailChimp for free. Yeah. Or the other person said 1,200 emails a month, but you shouldn't be sending 1,200 emails.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
All right.
Too many.
Sharia, how do you go about doing a press release? Who do you contact and what sort of materials do you provide? Thanks for the help.
Everything that you need to know. I use prnewswire.com or newswire.com. You basically, for a press release, you just send them an article. It's best to have somebody interview you. And you can hire that out on Fiverr or have a friend do it if you have a friend who's a writer. I wrote my own and made it seem like I was the one talking about the new collection, or like I wasn't. It was somebody else talking for me. And Taylor's knocking on the door.
Ignore the possible troller.
But she's asking for chocolate.
She doesn't get chocolate. She ate like 18 pieces in her bed while we were asleep.
Yes, there were like 18 chocolate wrappers behind her bed. It was ridiculous. So she's grounded from chocolate for a little while. But yeah, PR Newswire or newswire.com. Your press release is basically just showcasing your new collection. When it comes to press releases, I recommend paying for the most expensive package because that's going to guarantee you the most exposure. Renee Christine has a huge thing in Handmade Titan University about press releases. So I don't want to say too much because I don't want to step on her toes. But for the basics, you can take that and run with it and maybe actually just Google how to optimize my press release on PR Newswire, or how to write the best press release, or how to get the most exposure from my press release.
Will you react to my video on the stream? No, we won't. I don't know who you are. Ling Lang Resorts, Thailand. No, I'm not reacting to your video on my stream. I'm not that stupid. All right, Janet. Oh my God, not for me. My shop is going off. Made over 10,000 on New Year's Day, but I do sell high-end jewelry. Best year I've ever had. Thanks for all your help.
That's so awesome.
Congratulations, man.
Janet, what's your shop? Just tell us the name of your shop. Don't put like Etsy.com/ just tell us the name of your shop so we can check it out, because high-end jewelry is one of those things. I don't use supplies that qualify me as high-end. But I'm really intrigued by those sellers who make a ton selling fewer products because their price point, they're able to do that higher price point. That is so amazing to me. So I'd love to check out your shop. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Lady Gemologist. Just copy that and paste it over here so we can check it out later, because I want to check you out. Damn, Janet. Oh, I want to see. Wait. A listing and it'll take you to our shop. And then right here. Very awesome. So pretty. All right. So thank you for sharing, Janet. I love those higher end product lines. It's like you can, what Renee always said was, it's easier to sell one product for $100 than it is to sell 100 products for $1. So she's absolutely awesome. I adore Renee Christine, so totally understand not stepping on her toes. Yeah, Renee is my hero. And a lot of times it's like, I know I have things that I just can't answer because I wouldn't want to take away from HTU at all. And a lot of the things, it's like, there's no way that I could just explain it in a Q&A. The way that she structured it in HTU, it's all like right out in front of you with photos and, you know, charts and diagrams. And she explains everything so in depth. Whereas if I just tried to tell you, I would not be able to fill in that much information. I know, still going strong. Chinese New Year, I sell a lot. I've heard that too. I've heard people buy a lot for the Chinese New Year. So that's something that you could also look into. Hopefully it's okay that I enjoy the slow month at the beginning of the year. I'm taking the opportunity this year to jumpstart my Instagram, create product lines, and grow my email list. Absolutely. That's what I'm doing.
Use the time to your advantage. Yes. And get some extra sleep if you can.
Yes, the quiet after Christmas is needed. You can't work on 100% all the time. You have to take a break. Otherwise, you just become this terrible, irritable person. You all right there?
You were just talking away, so I figured I'd make some stupid faces.
That's just what you do. My nose is just so bad. Don't mind my pajama pants. I need a tissue.
I'd say I wasn't wearing pants, but I've already stood up.
Yeah, he always wears pants in the event that we need to
No,
But not that I need to justify why you always wear pants. He always wears pants because we try to not wear our pajamas simply because I don't want to have to stand up and get a tissue and then you guys see my PJ pants.
Definitely catching up on sleep. I burned out this Christmas. Man, Black Friday burnt me out. Black Friday was nuts.
We were packing orders
for like 2 weeks straight.
From like 9 in the morning to 9 p.m. every single day. It was so crazy. It was great. It was like one of our best. Was that our best Black Friday?
November we made 10,000 altogether, like 10,800 something, and I think Black Friday was like 8,700 of that. So I think so. A lot of people bought like days before Black Friday, which was really confusing
because they wanted to buy before everything went on sale because they knew everything would sell out.
Yeah, we like $1,000 the week before Black Friday, and like the other couple $100 like right after Black Friday. It was really confusing. Let's see here. Stuff gotten slow for me, but I've made a couple sales this year when I used to make none. Def need some quiet to prepare badly neglected tax stuff. Yeah, be careful with that. I just started working on ours yesterday. Like first quarter is always super slow, so this year I'm going to shut it all down and work on rebranding.
You're rebranding again? I actually am really excited to see it, Ruth, because I know that you've been growing so much with your, I say new direction, but you've been going this direction for a while. But I feel like since I've watched you for so long that I know that it feels like a new direction. But I'm really excited to see like what you do with everything because you're my hero. Ruth has a great interview with Renee Christine. If you guys haven't gotten to watch that after this Q&A, you should go back and watch Ruth's interview with Renee on Renee's channel because that wasn't that long ago. It should be high up in her videos.
Kite Man, thanks to your Etsy rank videos, I've made a ton of changes to our Alice in Wonderland store. I hope they work out for you.
Yeah, we're going to be making some more Etsy rank videos. In fact, Anthony from Etsy rank is doing a bunch of changes right now to specifically based on some of the requests from the alphas. So he's actually catering Etsy rank to some of the things that we've asked him for. So that is super fun. We actually web chatted with him.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
A couple weeks ago. Yeah, he's a really, really great guy. So
yeah, he's really nice.
Everybody lives in PJs.
And he's super open to suggestions, like a lot more open than like more people. Most people don't take criticism very well. Most people say, okay, yeah, I'll think about that. But he was just like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he was
just all for it.
He was cool with everything. He loved all the suggestions and he really likes our group. He's in our group. Just don't tag him and bug him too much.
Don't bug him too much.
Yeah.
PJ pants it every day. Yeah, definitely. I don't like unless we go out of the house, and I don't always put on normal pants when I go out of the house.
He's usually in these gym pants.
Yeah, I love these gym pants. Like I am.
Who's got time for real pants when it's freezing outside?
Like I am the dude equivalent of a chicken yoga pants. Yeah. Like I am always wearing gym pants or gym shorts
and t-shirts that are huge.
I like being comfortable. Screw that tight clothing crap. Don't need to look pretty. I'm married. Do I need to look pretty? I'm already pretty.
You're so pretty. You have pretty eyes.
I'm already pretty.
I like your pretty eyes.
Working on scheduling my collecting, being positive about each sale, big or small. Yeah, definitely.
Especially during the, in the beginning stages, you got to celebrate like all of those small victories. I tried for Black Friday this year with nary a sale. Husband reminded me that people were in brick and mortar stores for Friday. Yeah. Cyber Monday things got rolling. That's good. We do good on Black Friday, but that's because I release Black Friday like dinner time Thanksgiving for that reason. Because
my thought with Black Friday, with doing it as opposed to doing it on Cyber Monday, is that on Monday people are already like 50% out of money. Cyber Monday is still kind of a new thing, especially for people that are shopping on Etsy for handmade stuff. Most people don't like going to stores anymore. So doing the Black Friday release, at least for us, it doesn't, obviously not for everybody, but at least for us, ensures that we're going to be getting the people that still have money. And you can push the sale out through Monday if you like, and that kind of helps double team the holidays. But I like to at least start it on Black Friday. That way
it doesn't
people
hurt.
Haven't spent all their money. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt you any.
Yeah, just extend your sale to Black Friday through Cyber Monday.
And you can use that as an advertising thing. Like you do your Black Friday sale and you'll say extending out through Cyber Monday.
Decided to help you guys out by extending through Cyber Monday. Nobody knows it's because you just didn't make enough money on Black Friday. We didn't do it to Cyber Monday because
we didn't have anything to sell.
Yeah, it was
barely.
We were so tired that we're like, no Cyber Monday. I don't think there were any actual questions up top. I think that I think it was a lot of us just agreeing with our PJs. Ruth, you're inspiring me with branding too. Oh, I love you, Claudia.
People like the Etsy rank changes. You're welcome. I have yoga pants with fleece on the inside. Game changer. I don't like fleece. Not directly on my skin.
He has a problem with textures.
I'm a sweaty dude. I can't like fleece. Makes it's a swimming pool inside of my clothes if I'm wearing fleece.
He doesn't like any weird textures, like silky textures and things like that.
I don't like satin. I like the plain Hanes cotton T-shirt feeling. That's my favorite. Those could just be that. It'd be great. Let's see here. Do you guys recommend a certain type of software program to help you with your taxes? We go to H&R.
Block Advisors.
Block Advisors, which is for business. They handle people that make more money than your average Joe, but they'll help out small businesses as well.
I like Block Advisors, and I know a lot of people tell you, don't do H&R Block, do your own taxes. I like Block Advisors because it's like they're smarter than people who just work at H&R Block. No offense to anybody who works at H&R Block, but we've had 2 tax people mess up our taxes with normal H&R Block. Our Block Advisors lady, for one, we can call her anytime we need her.
She's auditing every year's prior taxes.
And we can get the money if previous people who did our taxes messed them up at H&R Block, we get the money for that. And if they messed them up and like we owed more money,
they have to pay it because we paid for the insurance for that.
So I love it. And I love that we can ask her about all kinds of stuff. In fact, our personal H&R Block lady or Block Advisors lady, her daughter is the one who founded or started the Pearl, the people who do the live pearl cracking on.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Where you can, get the pearls out. Her daughter created the first company.
And she does her taxes.
Yeah.
So she's pretty good at what she does.
Block Advisors, though, that's what it's called.
Yeah. And they insure you have to pay for it, obviously, but it's nice having a company that can back you up.
Right, with the insurance, it's like if they mess something up, it doesn't matter.
Like if you consider when we buy supplies, most of the time, because of where we buy our supplies, that each individual supply counts as an individual sale. So if you look at our supply list or our PayPal is where we pay for most of our supplies. If you go through that and the transactions that we made, there's thousands. I made thousands of transactions, and I'm not about to I'll count up the totals, but I'm not about to sit and inventory all that stuff out. Other than small purchases here and there, but it ensures that we're safe. If we goof something up and they goof it up worse, that we're safe from their mistake.
Right.
Speaking of taxes, how do you keep track of your inventory? Most of the time, because the way that when you file taxes, you have a starting year inventory, ending year inventory. Most of the time, we just do that starting and ending. So we see what we had when we started off, which is in our tax documents, and then we see at the end of the year what we have left. We kind of estimate that, and that's we estimate higher, so we get charged more just in case. But
right, and you can that includes current supplies that you have. So as long as you're looking at the supplies that you have. I mean, honestly, pen and paper is the best way for me. You could use an Excel sheet. Nobody likes doing taxes. It's a pain. There are ways to make it easier, but it never gets easy because inventory sucks. It's best to just start now. And then if you end up using supplies, just, subtract them from the inventory that you have left over from this year. But the sooner you start, the easier it's going to be for you.
Let's see here. Good Black Friday. I wondered I did Cyber Monday because I wasn't ready in time. Nothing wrong with that. See, time to feed the horses. Bye.
Bye, Sandy.
See, Dale the Dead. I've been putting teaser stickers on my packages for my next questioning, but not mentioning it. It's been working great as people are speculating and talking about
That's a really good idea. Yeah. So she said that she put
teaser stickers.
Teaser stickers right on her packages that are going out. So that's a really great idea. Or, even if you didn't have the money to get custom stickers for a collection, just put a slip of paper that says, "Tee, new collection is coming soon." Anything, any type of teaser that you can release.
Claudia, H&R Block is not for business. We don't use H&R Block. We use Block Advisors. It's a separate branch of H&R Block that is specifically for business.
Yeah, it's Block Advisors is
business
totally,
and high income bracket people.
Right. Block Advisors is way more precise than H&R Block are the ones who actually messed up our taxes. But because we because we did it through H&R Block, and Block Advisors is like a higher up of H&R Block, they will take account for the things that H&R Block did mess up. So
yeah, like we haven't taken them in yet, but she's agreed to audit all of our previous tax returns for free.
Right.
Like it cost us absolutely nothing. Let's see here. How much does it cost your taxes done at H&R Block with the insurance? I think last year we paid close to $600,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, our tax return with my we're filing jointly. I had to file my military taxes, and then I had to file her taxes. So we got, I think before costs and everything else, it was like $9,000. And then with fees and all the other stupid expenses that go along with taxes, we got like $6,800 or something like that back. So $500-600 not that bad. I mean, especially if you get audited and they mess something up and you didn't pay for the insurance, you're screwed. Like, not only are you going to have to pay back what you owed, you're going to have to pay back the penalties too. So,
right.
See, Jamie, I'm not sure if inventory is part of what we waive, but there is a waive accounting online. It's free and similar to QuickBooks Pro, lots of support, integrates with Etsy and PayPal and your bank. Yeah, see, that's a good idea. But the thing is that if you mess something up, there's a good chance that you're liable for it. I don't know about that software, so I can't speak about it. But I think it's always best to have a tax professional at least look over before you submit, before you actually file.
Yeah, and you can always have somebody look over everything for you, and it usually doesn't cost that much just to have somebody look at it for you. Claudia, Block Advisors, super. Yeah, I love Block Advisors. Their H&R Block messed us up so many times, but it's like Block Advisors doesn't even feel like the same.
Yeah, like we went in and we were telling the lady about all the stuff that we wrote off, and they were telling us we couldn't write off this, that, and the other. And it was like, no, why couldn't you write that off? She's like, well, how much was it? And then she would just add it on there, and the number just kept going up.
She was sassy.
Like, yeah, she was sassy, and she was really mad about the stuff that previous people had told us. And I'm not saying that I guarantee that you'll have a good experience at Block Advisors. Everybody's going to have a different experience, but our particular lady is freaking amazing.
Pick a tax person that has like years and years of experience, because when you book
online,
look
on mine, yeah, you can look, and ours had like 25 years of experience. It was killer.
Book online and choose your tax expert. You can go through and pick which one you want, and we picked the one with the most experience.
Oh, that's not to do it yourself. Wave is just to keep track. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that might be something we could look into.
Yeah, I'll take a look into that.
Another person who I just told him about, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Jason Malinak from Etsypreneurship. He hasn't really been on, but Jason Malinak called I think JJM Finance or JJM Financing. If you just look up Jason Malinak Etsy on Google, you should be able to find him. But Jason has an Etsy shop completely dedicated to just selling different like little, I don't know about like his little SEO help things, but he does sell tax like organization tools and things like that. So that might be something that you could look into. I've never personally used him, but he wrote Etsypreneurship, the book, and I've watched him live on several occasions. He's a very knowledgeable guy. So without testing his products myself, I can't speak for them, but he seems to. Oh yeah, Paper and Spark has some good spreadsheets for Etsy makers too. I heard that once in the group this week too. So that's another one. Ruth just posted it in the comments.
I just got an accountant this year, so happy. Quarterly, state, local, federal taxes being taken care of. We're going to do that at some point this year too.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
I honestly hate doing taxes, and I do most. She's not math, so
no, I'm not math.
She's not math.
I'm not math.
I do all the taxes. So I don't want to do all the taxes. I want to pay somebody to do the taxes for me.
Come on, you love the taxes.
Ugh, gross. I'd rather be playing video games.
Your favorite time of year. But as we said, guys, when it actually comes closer to tax time, we know we're going to have a lot more specific tax questions. That's a subject that we're not going to be touching. Okay. Everyone keeps asking for tax videos. We're not doing that. We are not going to be liable for any of that.
It's a liability.
Yeah, no way. So talk to an expert. Everything that we say to you today is out of our personal experience. We're not telling anybody to do anything. We're just telling you what we've done, and that way you can try it out for yourself if you want to. But we are by no means tax experts. So I'm not math either. Sharon's here. I haven't tried, but Craftmaker Pro.
Different to every state anyway. Federal's the big one. Federal is the big one. I wouldn't worry too much about your state taxes.
Good, unless you're in California.
Pretty much every tax person is going to know how to handle state taxes. It's the
Right.
federal taxes that you need to worry about, Medicare and all that.
California was kind of a pain with taxes. Ohio isn't as big a deal.
Getting people to understand that she wasn't technically a resident of California because I was in the military and stationed in California, so she didn't have to pay California taxes.
The Military
was
Spouses Act.
ridiculous, yeah, but most people had never freaking heard of that. And then we had in Ohio, I forget what it was. Ohio has a thing until you make so many, I think it's $300,000 up to $300,000 or 6 years in business, you don't have to pay state taxes. Like you get a write-off, you get an exemption for that. And taking that form into a California tax person, they're looking at it like, this isn't real.
Yeah,
so that was pretty confusing. But Ohio gave us all our money anyway.
If you're a military spouse and you aren't familiar with the Military Spouses Act, be sure to Google that and check some of that out, because that can save you a lot of stress for tax time. All right, guys. It's only 3:45. We really haven't had that many questions today. Do you have any last minute questions? Because we'll probably try to go until 4 unless everybody gets too quiet. Just moved to West Virginia 4 weeks ago from Ohio, so it's going to be a mess for me this year. Yeah, Sharon, you know it. That's kind of the hard part, is tax time. That's why it's best to Sharon is a longtime friend. We went to high school together.
Tax thing. If you did move and you had to move your business with you, make sure that's included in your write-offs. If you were not reimbursed for any reason that you moved and you had to move your business along with you, make sure you write that off. That is one piece of tax advice I will give you. 100% of that is a write-off. Everything that it costs for you to move specifically your business and set up your business elsewhere, or money that you had to put into furniture or something like that for the room that you're running your business in, make sure that you get with your tax person and make sure you write that off too, because that's a pretty big expense.
Yeah, we for that reason, we actually put all of our stuff for Art by Star Lamore into our car. The movers came and got everything other than our business stuff, which we put in the car. We drove across the country and we were able to write off expenses for the move. Gas, because we moved our business.
Didn't have room for it. That truck was full.
Oh,
we have so much crap.
Oh, and our car was full. Putting all that stuff in there, it was ridiculous. Any tips on how to grow your Facebook group? Island Breeze Jewelry.
Clickbait pictures.
No. Have you, by chance, grabbed my Fanatical Fans freebie guide down below? It's when you join the Handmade Alpha VIPs. And that will be linked in the description. Most people here have it already. If you don't, right when you join, it'll send to you. This shows how I gained over 25,000 fans on Facebook through hosting giveaways. So if you don't have that ebook, down below, you can get that immediately. But that would be my first tip, is holding giveaways and doing contests and things like that. And then honestly, with Facebook groups, the best way to get people in there is to make the group private and make it seem like there's something in there that they're going to want. You have to really tease it as this really secret, cool, exclusive VIP location that, people don't like to feel like there's a secret they don't know about. So don't tell them too much about the group before they get into it. And then once they're in there, keep them there by holding more giveaways, do fun stuff, do contests. I like to post pictures. I'll be like, share a photo of your dog, or, it's a snowy day. Send me a photo of your snowy yard, or Christmas decorations. Show me pictures of your Christmas decorations. I did a Christmas decor contest where everyone submitted photos of their Christmas decorations, and the winner, who is here, Ashley, who I need to reply to. It's just we've been super duper busy the last few days, but Ashley, who's here with us, actually won that. But it was just another fun way to get some more engagement. So, once you get them in the group, don't let the group go quiet. Always post something new. And eventually it'll get to the point where if people are buying your products, they'll start posting for you. I can go a few days without posting things because I've always got fans who are in there posting for me, photos of themselves wearing their jewelry. So.
Well, yeah. Any tips for jump starting an Instagram following?
For I'm not the best with, other than posting great photos and using hashtags that are actually researched. I'm actually not the best for Instagram, to be totally honest with you.
I honestly don't think Instagram is a great funnel anyway.
It is for some businesses, because
some businesses it is, but I mean,
Jacqueline made
like I get on
Instagram
and it's just a bunch of chicks trying to get me to look at them naked on their website. Like it's just,
well, that's
Instagram has become so spammy in the past couple of years.
You know, with Instagram, I mean, it all plays into the quality of your photos, which you can Google different photo techniques for Instagram using searchable hashtags.
All the filters.
Replying to people who are talking and engaging with you, actually replying to them and talking to them, maybe commenting on other people's photos, talking to them, being sociable, being a person, being the face of your business. And personally, the way that I gained my following on Instagram was I paid for a $7 subscription to Robo-Like, which Renee Christine at one time recommended, but then she didn't. But she stopped recommending it because basically what it does is you enter in the hashtags that you want your Robo-Like to like, and it'll like so many, you know, like hundreds of pictures a second of, you know, people using that hashtag. Now, it does get your account flagged a few times, but they don't shut down your account. Instagram doesn't. What they'll do is they'll make you type in a security code to verify that, yes, it is you. It's one of those things that if you want to try it, it does work. I got thousands of followers from it, real followers, not bots, because you're literally going to other people's profiles and your account is liking their pictures. But there are some, you know, kind of liabilities to it. So,
okay, nothing. See, my products are quite niche, so most of my business comes from Facebook. Is there any other place I can bring them in from? Everywhere.
It all depends on your product, because, you know, some things work on other platforms than others. I personally, Facebook is my number one. Instagram is my number two. And then I would say probably Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest being around number 5. And then last, I also use Snapchat. When I'm actually teasing collections, I have a lot of followers on my Snapchat where I'll take photos as I'm working on products and do exclusive teasers that they can only see if they follow me on Snapchat. So honestly, I would try to have like a primary one that you use the most. Facebook is the one that I use the most. But after that, use as many as you want to. Just don't get too overwhelmed.
I had my first successful giveaway last month. I had only had one person sign up for it, but I counted it as a success. But yeah, definitely try to get them to give you a picture, like of them using your product or wearing your product or whatever. I don't know what this shop makes, but
yeah,
try to get them to give you a picture, and that you can use that to help boost up your next giveaway.
Yeah, not only that, you know, all giveaways kind of start out slow. Those are one of the things you have to condition people to expect you to have giveaways, so they'll pick up later. You just kind of have to be consistent with hosting them.
Should we do giveaways on our fan page or group page?
I do it on the fan page, and then I use it to filter people into the group. So one of the ways that they can get an entry into my giveaway is by joining my group, which I believe I explained how to do in the giveaway tutorial, link down below in the VIP, Handmade Alpha VIPs. But yeah, use joining the group as one of the things. And then in your group, if you want, you can hold private contests that are only for the group. That way they feel like they're getting something extra because they're the special people who actually decided to join the group.
Ruth, I love Instagram. I'm putting together a blog post now for how I've gotten over 10K.
That's awesome, Ruth. Send it to us.
It's not that I'm seriously saying that Instagram is a bad source.
He's a man too.
I don't like Instagram. Like I really don't like I don't like the interface. I don't like how easy it is to, and we'll get into bots in a second because somebody else asked about it. I don't like how easy it is to bot it. Like Facebook has made it pretty difficult to make a bot anymore. And the ones that do get removed in like a second. But like if you go to if you go to my Instagram, I think it's Big Mark M.
Yeah.
You look at the people that are following me and like half of them are like strippers. And like I've never liked, all I do is fitness stuff on Instagram, fitness and cars. And somehow that's like all the people that like my page are strippers. And
right.
It's so annoying.
They're preying on men who, you know, are involved in bodybuilding and cars because they think, oh, these guys all love strippers, which is
and they'd have to know that crap doesn't work anymore. Like the stereotypical I'm a Egyptian prince emails work better than that.
Yeah.
And those do work. Those scam people out of billions a year. But
Instagram is great. You have to figure out what social media platform is going to work best for your business. Instagram isn't mine, but it is, for example, Jacqueline's from the Wicked Griffin. She gets pretty much all of her traffic, and she just made $100,000. So definitely go to Renee Christine's channel and watch her, I believe, the second to the latest interview that she just did with Jacqueline. That'll be a really good one if you really want to like hit it hard with Instagram. Jacqueline's a great inspiration.
I don't get naked women trying to get me to see them. Wonder what I'm doing wrong.
You know, that's probably
just post one picture with the hashtag swole and just let it roll. It'll happen. All right, Ruth can share that post link. Gretchen, have you guys used Ripple for posting videos on social media?
I have Ripple. I like Ripple. In fact, I recommend it in if you remember the Handmade Alpha Facebook community. It's in it's in our resource guide, which is in the files section. Ripple is basically an app that will allow you to post really cool little videos and photos with text and motion, and it's free. But if you don't pay, that you get like their little Ripple watermark in the bottom. It's just a tiny watermark, though. It really doesn't. I've never paid for a subscription, and I love it. I love Ripple. So that's a great one if you guys want a phone app. RIPL. That's a really fun one.
Jamie, I've made sales on Instagram. Got a ton of traffic on my Etsy shop the other day and tons of new followers from being surprised featured on a profile with 33,000 followers.
That's awesome.
That's always nice.
Yeah, getting featured by if you've got like businesses, for example, Renee Christine, if you hashtag, I believe it's just hashtag Renee Christine, she features a lot of businesses, and that is great exposure. So if you can get promoted or shared by one of those bigger businesses or one of those bigger feeds, that's something else that you can really aim for to boost yourself.
Do y'all recommend having a private Facebook page just for your VIPs? And that's where you give away your giveaways, special games posts.
Yeah, that's what a Facebook group is. That's kind of what we were talking about, having that private Facebook group where, only people who are a member can get your goodies. And then you could hold a public giveaway on your page, but use it to filter people into your group. That's what I do. And that's how I get more people into my group. But then within my group, I have other giveaways, different giveaways and contests and things.
Mr. Nunn, I know it sounds dumb, but what is a bot all about? A bot is something that does something in a computer automatically. So
a fake person, a fake profile.
Well, that's not what a bot is. Well, a bot executes commands. So if there's a quote unquote Instagram bot, you tell the bot, okay, like a picture, go back, go to the next profile, like a picture, go back, go to the next profile, like a picture, and it just goes on and on and on. Or on Facebook, send a friend's request, go back, next person, send a friend's request, that kind of thing. That's what bots do.
Yeah.
Sharon, I have a few months until I'll be up and running. Should I set up MailChimp now or wait until I have a product line ready?
You can start now as long as you have something that you can get people onto that email list with, actually having a reason for them to join. They're not going to join without a reason. So just saying, hey, join my email list to support me, because people don't like that. So you got to give them a reason, whether it be enter this giveaway, get this freebie, get a discount on my new collection, get exclusive teasers that no one else will see. You got to give them something that you're not giving to anybody else.
Should I offer a coupon code for the picture? What picture? Did you say something before?
Coupon code for the picture.
Oh, talking about they had their first successful giveaway. Should I offer a coupon code for the picture? Oh, trying to get the picture when I said that he should get a picture of the person that he did the giveaway for.
You could. I mean, it's never a bad idea to give some, to thank them by giving them a discount. As long as you're not like overwhelming them.
Yeah, don't push them. If they don't want to, just let it go.
Most of the time, if you just ask, people are willing to send you pictures. I ask, and people send me pictures all the time, and people just like to show off their face. So if they're going to show you their face, you usually don't have to offer an incentive. People love themselves. So
yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to figure out what you were saying. I have a big headache today, so my brain is not with me.
We have a lot. That's so true. So many people who like my business Instagram are just other businesses. That happens a lot. And here's the thing. A lot of the times, if the businesses aren't in the same industry with you, some of my biggest shoppers are other businesses because they know and support, they want to support other handmade businesses. So businesses aren't necessarily a bad thing. It's just finding businesses that aren't in your niche that are just kind of spying on you because you're their competition.
Let's see here. I could try Facebook and Instagram side by side too, posting to one and the other simultaneously.
I wouldn't, honestly. You can post some of the same ads to Facebook and Instagram, but there is really an art to posting on each platform. And Facebook and Instagram, photos that work on Facebook don't necessarily do well on Instagram. If you need more help with that, I could create something later on, or you could just Google what type of photos work best for different social media platforms, because the type of photos that do well on Instagram do not do well on Facebook and vice versa. And it's really weird how that works. But the engagement and the way that people expect their expectations of photos on Instagram are not the same expectations people hold to the photos that they find on Facebook. So you have to tackle each one differently and not try to publish all the same types of content on both platforms.
Nancy, I help admin my hubby's car magazine group, and there are lots of fake accounts trying to join that are mainly scantily clad women. You can say strippers.
Nancy's who I just did my my session with just a few minutes ago. Yeah, Nancy, did you finish your dinner, Nancy? Renee surprised me with a feature too. Yes, I saw that. I saw that she featured you. I love that. Let's see.
Sarah, who's the next? Looks like. Yeah, I got people on my email list advertising 30% off with a pick in my lineup on Etsy.
Yeah, that's another great thing that you can do. You can make your last photo slot on your listings. Hey, get 30% off of this product right now if you join my email list, and make sure that you're using MailChimp to do that. Renee Christine has a video on her channel that'll tell you how to set up MailChimp, but you need to be offering that discount and set it up so it sends automatically in their final welcome email on MailChimp. That way they don't have to wait, because if they're there to buy, they expect that discount to be sent immediately when they join, and you can set that up through MailChimp.
Have you guys set up a PO box yet? No, we haven't.
We've been really busy.
Yeah, we've been really busy. So we'll get one set up here soon. Maybe we'll do that this week. Obviously, ground rules, no handmade food items. You can send us Etsy products, or if you want to send if you're from a weird place in the world that we have food that you think we haven't tried, send it our way.
Yeah,
as long as it's not like fresh and perishable.
We were thinking about doing a separate channel, because we don't just want to do, we want to do Etsy products here. So we could do Etsy products, but we also have a couple of people who have said, I want to send you cookies from my, one of the best-selling cookies from my area, or the best-selling candy bar from my area. And I'm
down for that. I love trying international foods.
Would you guys be game for like a secondary channel for that fun stuff? That way we can try to keep, because I want to keep this channel like Etsy based, but I was thinking about doing just a goofy channel on the side. That way we can keep this one educational. I do want to do the Etsy products. If you guys send us like your handmade products, I do want to do those here. Maybe do like a big unboxing video. Where
probably won't do reviews, but unboxings, we'll figure that out.
I don't want to do reviews, because if somebody sends me a product and it's genuinely something that I don't care for,
I don't want to upset somebody. And
yeah, but you know what I was thinking is all the items that we collect afterwards, doing a giveaway and giving them all away to one person. You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
Like collecting them all in a box and then sending the big box of all the Etsy products we just reviewed to somebody. Because I don't want to keep everything. We don't have enough space.
We could make an Etsy subscription box.
An Etsy subscription box.
That'd be way too expensive.
Probably not. Another channel would be fun.
Yeah, awesome. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, because that would make things easier. I just don't want to. I don't want to junk up this channel with too much, and
it creates more work. Honestly, like every single thing that we add is like another hour out of the day that we have to dedicate. This, whatever, but times like February or Black Friday for us, that makes things nuts.
That's why we took a winter break. We needed to take a small break, because we had, this is our first full holiday back in Ohio, and our families want us all at their Christmas.
We had 5 Christmases in a row.
5 different Christmas dinners at different houses. So when I say we were traveling, we weren't away from our house. We just weren't we weren't out of like our town. We were just all over the place, or visiting all these family members, and we had to be at this person's house all day and this person's house all day. So we just weren't able to do our normal Q&As. But yeah, we'll definitely set up a PO box, and we'll start doing things like that. We have to put a little bit of faith and trust in you guys that you're not going to send us anything gross like a bag full of crickets. We watch unboxing videos by a bunch of other YouTubers.
I'm all about iDubbbz, but please don't do that to me.
Yeah, we watch some crazy unboxing. We watch a couple different. We watch what Matthias does.
Yeah, he does top 10 crazy items they found on whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll probably keep that up too. We'll probably put some of that on our secondary channel too.
Susan, so then would it be beneficial to have a regular Facebook page and a private Facebook page? It's not a private Facebook page, it's a group, but yes, I do both. How do you juggle both? I mean, I just post on my Facebook page and then I post in my group. It's not that hard to do both because you're already on Facebook. Just post on one, then post on the other. Post on one, then post on the other. You know, or post something in the group and don't post on your page.
And if having that much stuff to do is overwhelming, just write a list down of what you need to do as you're doing it. Like if you have like these 5 different things, like you've got Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, Facebook group, and then another Facebook group. Just write down all those groups and make sure that you're posting content to all of them and check them off as you go.
Yeah, I'm just now to the point because I've got Art by Starla Moore, all the social media because I use every platform for that, and then we have the Handmade Alphas now with him being able to quit his job and work on the businesses full time. He's actually going to be taking over the social media and advertising for the businesses. That way I can focus on other priorities. That's beautiful. I
did it earlier in the video too, and you didn't notice.
I love this. I want it on the side.
Just
balance it. There you go.
There we go.
Do you guys have people in your area that walk around with their hats just balanced?
Not even like their head's not even inside of it. It's just balanced on top of it. This is the dumbest crap I've ever seen.
Loved when you were in the military and people wore their ABU hats like that. They would balance their ABU hat just ever so.
It was always the women. It was always the women with their big poofy hair that would just like sit it like way. Like there was one girl with an afro in my unit, and her hair was like 4 inches deep, but she would just like
balanced it.
She would just like poof her head up there, and I'm like, that's not how the regulations work. Sorry.
You can have the hair. You just have to put it.
Your hat has to be able to be on your head like a hat. Yeah, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
What do you think I am? I'm smart enough for Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you got to be so smart for Rick and Morty. We're big Rick and Morty fans, but we're definitely going to work on getting a.
Shut up.
I know that thing keeps tapping. We're going to work on getting a PO box up. All right, guys, do you have any last minute questions? If not, we are going to head off until next week, but I'm going to be working on some new videos. We've just been busy setting up the studio, and I don't know when it's going to be ready to record in, so I'm having to record in the Art by Starla Moore office for most things.
I was wondering if you guys have a video on sales funnels or driving traffic to your site, having trouble with more traffic.
Not specifically driving traffic to your site. I mean, there's a million different ways that you can drive traffic. The best way personally that I think to create that funnel and to get people into your funnel is to host giveaways that funnel people into your email list. Because once you have them in your email list, it's like you've got them in your pocket, and anytime you need to sell something, you send out that email saying, hey, I'm hosting a sale. Hey, I have a new collection. You've already got them right there, and you don't got to go looking for them. You know, you've got them all collected. So I think that a lot of my videos kind of paint the bigger picture of that. I just don't have anything specific. But if you don't have the Gaining Fanatical Fans on Facebook freebie down below, you can grab that. Rather than using it to just get Facebook likes, you could incorporate your email list into that giveaway tactic.
So lots of giveaways.
Lots of giveaways. Are you doing a trends video soon? I have an older trends video, and I did a trends video. Where did I talk about winter trends? I talked about.
I think they're talking about this year's trends.
I could.
Do you want it?
Do you want it? Do you want a trends video for this year?
We might make one.
We might need to make one. You know what we do for trend videos? We go to the mall and we just write down what we see like everywhere. That's what we
tried to take pictures once and they didn't like it.
Yeah, they got mad. They got mad at us at Bath and Body Works. And I'm like, well, can I just talk to an employee about current trends? They're like, you can't record it. I'm like, okay. Never mind. Trends. Llamas. Well, yeah, llamas.
God, what is up with llamas?
Llamas are huge right now. Trends, and ultraviolet.
Everybody's getting into the like Indian spiritual stuff, and I'm just like, Indian food restaurants are making millions right now. India is like the freaking trend right now.
Like India, not Indian like Native American Indians. Go for the Indian patterns and designs. It's huge.
That's been big for a while now, a few months.
I love it. I love it so much.
It's still kind of nichey though. It's kind of like the millennial thing.
It's the boho trend. It's you know, the Indian themes are going into the boho, teeny tiny delicate jewelry trend right now. I just told Ashley this. Right now, the tiny foods are huge right now for those who do the polymer clay jewelry. I just bought my daughter this set. She got it for Christmas, but it was you made like itty bitty little jewelry, like little cakes and things, and it was all miniature. But tiny food for everyone who does the polymer clay food jewelry. It's so big right now. It's blowing up.
I don't get it.
Oh yeah, Claudia. Let's see.
I don't get the tiny stuff. I just don't. I don't get it.
I love miniatures.
Tiny stuff. I'm gonna pay $5 for something I could get for real for half the price.
My Indian goddesses sell well. Yeah, right now is a great time for that. Flamingos. You know what? We saw Valentine's flamingos.
Oh my God. Yes.
At Walmart. So flamingos, I have a feeling, are getting big right now.
I can deal with all of the other stuff that's trending right now, but I think flamingos are tacky. I'm sorry. Like, no, it doesn't matter where you live. Even if you're in like Florida or something where it's kind of tropical. Flamingos are tacky.
I think it's a negative stigma because when I think flamingos, I think of my grandma, and she always had like pink lawn flamingos, and she always walked around in her slippers and a robe, and she had all the flamingos.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, you can llamas. Whoever thought llamas would be like the new?
At least llamas don't stink. Have you ever been around a flamingo? They stink. They're stinky birds. They're just not nice.
My flamingo hats are selling great. Yeah, flamingos are really trendy right now.
God, why?
He just doesn't like them because they're.
I'm not a trendy person. Like I was a goth kid in high school. I'm cool with like dark
Art by Star Lamore
colors.
t-shirts.
Whatever.
My shirts.
It pays my video game bills.
My shirts are trending right now, guys. They're very trendy. See how trendy
sounds awesome.
My grandma sounds awesome. Yeah, my grandma, she owns like a metal bar, like death metal. So my
like not the kind of metal you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Like gargle metal.
Like gross metal. Yeah, that's my grandma.
Flamingos remind me of unkempt trailers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a nice way of just saying white trash front yards.
All right. Okay. One more question about Facebook. Do you name your Facebook group the same or change it up slightly? My group my Facebook page is Art by Star Lamore. My group is Art by Star Lamore Key Keepers Club. So give it like an exclusive name, like Your Business VIP Club, Your Business Secret Clubhouse. You know, give it a special name. That way they don't get it confused with your public page. Llamas spit.
We have a video of a llama that was very much in love with me.
Yeah, we should publish that.
We should publish that. Yeah. No matter what I did, I couldn't get away from this llama. She just kept like wrapping her head around me and bringing me in.
Yeah,
and then she would kiss me. She was weird.
He leaned over to tie a shoe, and the llama looped its neck around him and dragged him in so it could rub its face on him.
It was the love it. And the funny thing is the owner that was out there said she had never seen her act like that.
I think she wanted your body. My
body.
She wanted your body.
The teeny tiny thing is a female thing, truly. Yes, did you just gender bias me?
Oh, PC alert! Oh,
llama drama. All right. Yeah, I think that's probably about it.
All right. So they want a video on trends. That's what we.
God.
Oh no.
Work.
No, not trends. I like researching trends. Every time he researches trends, he's like, ew, why? No. Ugh.
At least the color of the year isn't freaking gross this year.
Ultraviolet, which is a very, very pretty purple, is color of the year. So
compared to rose pink. What? Ugh. Gross.
No, greenery, which was like lime green, was last year's color. Did you guys see anything?
Taco fart color.
Nothing last year. When you think of color of the year, you think of like the prom dresses and things like that. Nothing was green last year. That was a failed color of the year. Everything was still rose pink from the previous year. But purple, I think, is going to do well. So do some purple. Yeah, much better than the yellow and green the last 2 years.
Nasty.
Yeah. It's a blue violet.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It's prettier than it has been. The past color of the year for the past 5 years has been terrible.
I am female.
I made greenery themed stud earrings. They sold pretty well.
That's good. Well, a lot of people just like.
I'm not saying that they don't sell well. I'm just saying
green.
I personally think the color of the years are also always gross.
I like green. I do like, he loves green.
Yeah, green is my favorite color. It's just the particular color shade of green.
Well, the color of the year, it's like you think that it's going to be what you're going to see everywhere, but they're not going to make all the prom dresses and stationery green. You know, pink, a neutral, like a softer color is one thing, but they went so drastic in changing it from the rose pink and powder blue to green. It was just very shocking. So
I went back to the 90s.
You're very fresh.
So this has been asked. I'm wanting to automate my IG shop page. Any advice on something to use?
Your Instagram shop page. I kind of talked about Robo-like. There's a lot of different apps, but without testing them, I don't have any offhand. That automating Instagram might just be something you want to do some research on and try to find an app that allows you to do it. Honestly, I don't trust any of those apps because mine was liking photos that it shouldn't have been liking. My Robo-like, people were hashtagging photos of their genitals under keywords that I had my thing set to use.
I was not.
Like gothic. Because I sell kind of, you know, to the gothic crowd with my jewelry. And yeah, my Robo-like was Robo-liking things that shouldn't have been Robo-liking it. And then I was getting these really nasty, disgusting, perverted messages in my inbox every day. And it was so bad that, so if you don't mind receiving those photos or they don't bother you, or you can laugh at them, that's fine. Robo-like is a great source. However, Robo-like will Robo-like anything that uses the hashtags you program into it. And if somebody decides that they're going to take a disgusting photo, your Robo-like might like that photo. So, yes.
Let's see. You guys said it was a PC thing about the teeny tiny thing in my remark is I am female. No, I get what you were saying. We were making a PC joke because you said that it was a female thing. I think that was you. I don't know.
He's being sarcastic.
I am being entirely sarcastic. I'm not attacking anybody, I promise.
We aren't all yeah. The people who just attack everybody for saying something like, oh yeah, he's a decent salesman. Salesman? Like, why can't it be salesperson? Like,
oh God.
I'm sorry. Like, we try not to offend somebody, like everybody, but occasionally something slips and it's like.
I'm old fashioned, dude. I don't care.
Like, we don't want to offend anyone. We love everyone.
My thing is, if I wasn't attacking somebody and you're offended, then it's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah, we do our best to cater to everybody, but that's what we were just making. We were making fun of
PC
the not even because I think that we should be mildly politically correct. It's the people that just attack everybody. They give the PC culture a bad name. So that's where that comes from.
Right.
Yes, Pantone decides the color of the year. You can actually go to Pantone.
For some reason.
I like it. I like the color. I'm
so offended that you're offended.
We're offended. You're offending me, Megan, with the H in your name rather than.
I think it's supposed to have it. I like it when there's an H in there.
Yeah, it does. It kind of emphasizes the Megan. But it's still silent. Meg.
I think we're done.
Yeah, I think
we're just rambling bullcrap.
We have 79 people listening to us pronounce Megan's name. So we had fun though, guys. This was a lot of fun, and we will definitely work on a trends video for you now that we know that you want it. One little tiny announcement for the 79 of you who are still here. We are working on something that you guys asked for. I've received so many requests for it. And it took me a lot of time and talking to Renee to feel confident enough to do this. But with so many requests for it, we decided to take the dive, and it's why we're creating the Handmade Alpha Studio in the basement for recording. We will be releasing later this year. Do not allow this to keep you from joining Handmade Titan University. But we are making a course for the Handmade Alphas. Don't talk about it in the group yet because it's going to be secret. I'm not going to stop anything that I'm doing. We're still going to do live Q&As. We're still going to have free stuff.
Nothing's going to change it's just more stuff.
Right. There's just going to be more stuff that also has some kind of small HTU stuff in it. Which is why, it's going to go alongside HTU. So if you're already in HTU, it's going to be a sister course to HTU so that they go together, but it's specifically going to be just for Etsy. So that's going to be, coming later. Don't we don't know when it's going to be done. It's not something that's going to just pop up out of nowhere. We'll give you guys notice. And we're probably going to do a beta test group with it. Like let just a couple people in to test it, do it like a super duper discount. That way they can just get in and make sure that everything's fine. We'll talk more about maybe applying for the beta group later on if you're interested in it. But for now, you guys don't need to worry about that. What time does HTU reopen? It opens in March. It will be open again in March. Is there an app or program that will auto send swipe emails via Etsy? I know that Aweber, if you do your email list through Aweber, you can connect it to your Etsy, but I don't think that there's anything that sends auto emails from Etsy.
Let's go. Would it work if you? Okay, so RL White has asked this a couple of times. We're not commenting on anything more stuff about the FCC until more public knowledge comes out, because the last thing I saw is they were still tweaking the bill. Them giving out the repeal wasn't automatically the repeal going into effect. Nobody really knew how that was going to happen, and the most recent thing is they're still tweaking it. So I don't want to comment too much about that.
Yeah, we're going to wait. We're just waiting right now. Like we are still on the same page, but we're waiting to see what happens.
Would your course work if you don't have HTU? Yes. I mean, it's a sister course, but it's entirely its own thing. Yeah. Like you don't need to have any, like it's structured so that if you're ready to start a business on Etsy, it's Etsy based. But it's good for everybody. Even if you already have an Etsy business, going back over, like only the first couple of sections are going to be the basics. The rest of it is going to be stuff that all of you need to know as well.
And not only that, but the way that I teach the course, it's going to be mainly psychology based. It's going to be actually manipulating the human mind, your shoppers, your buyers, and learning how to get into their heads and turn on all the triggers that are going to lead them to buy. So mine is going to be mostly psychology based, whereas Renee Christine kind of just goes through and says, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this, and it works. For me, I'm saying, okay, do this because here's what's going to happen to their brain. Do this because their brain is going to respond like this. So the courses will go together. This is just for Etsy. HTU is about building a mega brand. Like HTU is great when you're ready to learn how to turn your shop designer. Mine's just going to be optimizing Etsy. And then from there, if you wanted to, if you're not already like an architect, you could build your own website to stand, alongside it. So it's going to kind of...
And it's not small. I mean, this lady, hundreds upon hundreds of hours before she even considered making the course of just reading and reading. And the amount of books this woman has read to make this content is unbelievable. So it's a lot of content, and it's really going to help you guys move forward.
It's probably, I mean, for those of you who are in HTU, in terms of the amount of information, because Renee Christine wants to get you guys like out the door as fast as possible. Here's the information, go. Mine is a little bit more in depth. It is an academy. It's going to be ever growing.
You're not going to sit and watch through all the videos in one day. It's going to take you some time to get through the content. There's a lot there.
Yeah, it's going to be a school. We're making what's ultimately the very first online academy for Etsy sellers. But
remember, keep it hush hush.
Yeah, don't post about it everywhere, because it's going to take a while. I don't want to feel like trying to get it done. I want to be able to do it to the very best of my ability, and that's going to take time. So
I'm helping build the website. She's finishing up the content. I'll be doing tech support for it. I'll have my own email for the Handmade Alpha stuff, so you guys can send me emails directly if you have a problem with the website or if the content's not working in some way for you. I'll be there for tech support pretty much 24/7, 9 to 5 every day.
Yeah, it's going to be continuous help and support with the course. So we want to basically, and later on, maybe if you guys like have any suggestions after it launches, we're going to change things based on what you guys tell us to do. It's going to be ever changing depending on what you guys need. Yeah. So everything that you guys tell us, the problems that you see, all of the things that you have told us over and over again, why can't I do this? How do I do this? These are all the things that we know that, okay, this is going to be more than just a YouTube video. We need a course to explain it. So we're going to do that. But like I said, nothing's going to change here. Still going to do free YouTube videos. And we hope, and if price is ever an obstacle for Handmade Alpha Academy for you guys, what I'm hoping is that if you want to take it, the free videos will help you to get yourself to the point where you can afford to take courses like HTU, Handmade Alpha Academy, Architect. And I mean, there's even a ton of courses that I have no affiliation with that I plan on taking, like Charisma Academy. That I've never even talked to the owners of these courses, but that's what has gotten me at age 25 where I am today. is taking online courses. And ultimately, just because you're out of college or high school, I didn't go to college, but everything that I know is from online courses. I haven't needed to go to college for that reason.
Yeah,
so
and we're serious about bringing this content to you. Like, we're not even finished with everything that we have to give. How much money have we spent so far?
about $10,000.
We've probably spent about $10,000 on all the different stuff that we've needed for this, and it's not even launched yet. So we're trying to bring you the best content that we can. You should see the back end of our website and all the plugins that we have to use.
Yeah, it's not like building an architect site.
No, it's totally different.
I can't. Renee Christine, if you guys like don't think that she's amazing yet, like take my word for it. She has
been an absolute miracle for us building this course.
Yeah, she has helped so much. It's going to be so crazy. But she's going to be the first person that I'm letting in. Like, I'm going to let her, Renee, come in. And I'm going to let her check it out before anybody sees it, because she has to let us know. We're so nervous. But we'll talk more about it later. It's going to be a while. We still have so much to do. I'm scripting right now. I'm on module 5 of 9. Like,
and that's not including all the bonuses and goodies and all the
freebies and extras and all the things we're going to try. What most courses do is they're like, here, have module 1 today, and then in a month you can have module 2. Like, no, I want you guys to be able to get in and just do it. Like, get it done.
We were aiming for January 1st, but it just ended up being, and then again, we changed it to February 1st. But honestly, we don't have a release date for it yet because she's still writing it. We still have to, and I mean, this is going to be, I don't know how many hours of talking, but we have to finish writing, record, edit, audio mix. There's so much.
So if you're saving for HTU, buy HTU. This is going to take a while.
You'll probably have some time. We're aiming for, we still want to try to get it done by February, but if not,
for the betas.
For the beta testers. And then final release middle of the year is what we're aiming for.
Yeah, maybe like fall time, maybe.
What would the price be for it? Don't know yet.
Well, it's got to be priced alongside Renee Christine's course, but I'm going to be doing huge discounts. So I don't want to price higher or lower than Renee, because I don't want to be like competition.
Yeah, we don't want to be competition. We want to try to keep it to be a sister course, but
I'm going to put it right alongside HTU, but I'm going to do like the super duper discounts for the alphas, because you guys are,
you're the reason we get to do this. So.
Right. You're the reason that I decided to do it. Everybody told me to do it. They said, make a course specifically about Etsy. There's nothing like this, that exists.
And the types of payments will be the same as well. If you can't afford to pay the full price up front, we'll be doing monthly payments as well. So you don't have to worry about that.
I'm wanting to do something slightly bigger with my products. Do you think taking 10 months out to do so would be okay?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it would be fine. I would leave your shop up.
I wouldn't put it on vacation or anything.
Yeah.
I would still try to do your normal sales, but just try to do that on the back end.
Or should I do some small ideas through the year? I would just do that, because you don't want it just depends on if you're financially able to do that. If you're financially able to walk around for it, that's fine. I know I couldn't do that because I've got to have money coming in.
We got a house and big boy bills.
Yeah. And now even bigger boy bills, because we're building this monster.
Oh my God. Yeah. The yearly charges alone are like $4,000. And that's like the annual payments to keep the site up.
Yeah.
And we've had some of this stuff for a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty cray-cray, but we're going to make sure that it's perfect before we let anybody in, because you guys probably know this already, but I'm a perfectionist and I'm not letting anybody look at it until
you should see how long it takes her to edit her videos and how many times she has to re-say things. It's kind of funny, honestly.
Yeah, when I'm recording a video, you guys hear it as one video. You don't hear me saying the same thing over and over again, cutting it out.
Maybe we'll put a couple blooper reels in the course too.
Oh man, I'll
have like 15 hours of content to work with.
Yeah, I trip over my words. I say stupid things, and then I'll sit there and I'll say, "Oh, you're so stupid," and then I'll re-listen to it when I'm editing it, and I'll have to edit like all of that out. Because
I don't know if all of you saw my new computer that I built, but that's the reason that I built that, to have a better graphics card to be able to render video footage faster and get it done.
Right. We're actually building a recording studio. That way everything looks and sounds amazing.
I'm done with this head.
And we want our YouTube videos to look better too. So the studio is going to help us do that. Because ultimately, guys, I'm doing this because I want to keep helping you, and doing the handmade alphas for like completely for free, doing Art by Starla Moore, it was getting impossible. But if I've got even just a few people taking Handmade Alpha Academy, it's going to allow me to do more for free, because I'm going to have the time, money, and capability to do so.
We have so many ideas for YouTube videos you wouldn't even begin to believe, but they all cost. they all cost a lot of money out of pocket to do.
Right. We've got to do so much, and we need to upgrade a lot of software to continue making our YouTube videos too. And that's ultimately, I want to be able to help as many people as possible, whether they're in my course or not. I don't care. You know, I want to help as many people as I can. That's why I started this channel. So that I want to continue to do that. I just need to have the ability to do that without completely wearing myself down, because I'll admit, guys, I'm tired. You know, I'm very tired between Art by Starlamore and this. So, all right, guys. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Keep my secret for me, please, because I don't want to upset anybody or have a million people ask me, you know, when's it going to be ready? Why isn't it done? When's it going to be ready? So it's going to be a while. If you're planning to enroll in HTU, do it. This course will go right alongside it. It don't, you know,
We'll help you master your Etsy shops for sure.
Yeah, because HTU is the bigger picture, and what I'm creating is a very small, you know, just for Etsy itself, when HTU is for any type of business. So I can just imagine how tired you are.
The payments y'all are awesome.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it's only fair to the people that maybe are just starting up their shop. Maybe they just lost their job and they're trying to get their Etsy shop up and going, and they've got a limited budget. I mean, we're trying to make it available for everybody.
And if you buy on the discount, which I'll be advertising, everyone will get the discount who, you know, are our alphas, our VIPs, who join the alpha VIPs down below in the Facebook group. You guys will be getting the big discount that will also apply to your payment plan. So your payment plans will be discounted too. Mm-hmm. Our colors get wonky. Watch. Do you guys see that?
The webcam has been doing some stupid crap. I think the light outside is going dimmer, so it's trying to adjust.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for your support, guys. We really appreciate you guys coming in here today.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do any of this without you. And I would have been too afraid, honestly. I had no idea that this many people would want to listen to me talk about Etsy, to be completely honest. I didn't think you guys wanted any of this. So, you know, knowing that you guys are here and that you're, you know, cheering this on and that you need this, it's what's propelling me forward, because ultimately I want for you guys what I built for myself, because I believe that this right here, having the sustainable life and not working under a corporate ruling, is the way to be happy. He was never happy. He wasn't happy in the military. He wasn't happy in a job. I haven't worked a job since I was 19 years old, 18 or 19? 18. I have not worked a job since I was 18 years old. And I don't know if I could ever go back. I feel for you guys. I've heard your stories. I've heard, you know, those of you who have gone through divorces and your husbands, your exes have left you with nothing. There's so many stories like that I've heard, where you built your life around another person and then, you know, you split up and you've got the children that you have to support. It breaks my freaking heart. And I just want you guys to be able to have what we have. I almost feel guilty sometimes talking about our success on Etsy, because I feel like
we're not bragging by any right. We're not rich either. Like, we don't try to. I hope we don't come off like we're trying to act like we're rich.
We have a nice little brick house in an elderly community, and we have 2 nice cars that are dependable and won't break down, and we're never hungry, and we can get our daughter anything that she wants and needs, and we can save money for the long run. And that right there, to me, is a good life, and I want that to... Yeah,
y'all deserve that.
Right.
You put in the time and the effort, and you'll have it too, and our job is just to kind of help you get there.
Right, whether it's through the course or just through our YouTube videos. Some of you have built very successful businesses just watching the free videos, and you know, for those of you who are already doing great, you know, this isn't something that you're going to need. But for those of you who are struggling,
I mean, it really wouldn't hurt either, to be completely honest.
No, because there's always going to be the psychology. And
right. There's a lot of psychology stuff in there that we don't really talk about too much. Some of the Etsy stuff that we go a lot more in depth. I guess more just descriptive, if anything. When explaining little details, like she goes all the way down into the dirty depths of what you need to do. So
yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go have lunch. Our poor kiddo, she's been hanging out since like
dinner.
Yeah, dinner. She's been hanging out there by herself. Well, she's got her iPad, so she's totally happy. So, oh, you guys are so awesome. All right, guys. We'll keep you posted. It'll probably be a while before you hear another update, just because I don't want to get people like It's not like a product launch where it's only a few months. Like I don't want to get people too excited.
Yeah, we don't know how long it's going to take.
Right. So I'll start teasing it maybe like a few months before we launch, just to give you guys a heads up. Okay.
Maybe.
All right, guys. Well, we had fun today, and we will be seeing you probably next Friday for the next Q&A. Other than that, we'll be working on a trends video. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.
Bye.